Oh, look at this. Look at this, Chloe.
I'm trying to find Katahdin down there.
Yeah, Katahdin, you can't see it.
Yeah.
Those are the, what's that, Twin Pine Cabins? Yeah, that's South Twin Lake right there. And it's starting to freeze over. You know, this is the time of year where you're going to get reports of like deer and other animals that kind of slip through the ice because it's not thick enough
Sad,
yet.
I know.
You really got to test
wait
ice before you go out on it
can
this
be
time of the year.
dangerous.
It can be really dangerous. So, and I don't want to bring this into a dark place, but that's
Just
going
a
to
good
happen.
reminder.
It happens every year.
It looks cold, but it may
does.
not be cold
right.
enough
We're
yet.
not quite there. We just finally got into a cold spell. So we're getting closer, but do be careful if you plan to head out there. And you know, snowmobiles will be hitting the trails pretty soon too. So again, caution. All right, some of these totals are a little dated. In fact, this one here, this Tamworth, New Hampshire of 16 inches was from late last night. The rest of these are all fresh. 11 inches Sumner, Shapley 8, 5.5 North Berwick, Dover, New Hampshire 5, Kennebunk, Auburn, and Portland all about 3.5. Gray, Saco, Cumberland about 2.5. In all of these communities, it's a wet, pasty, sloppy snow. You're going to wish you had a plow guy and not your snowblower or your shovel, because it's the kind of snow that it kind of just like oozes out the chute and doesn't, you know, get thrown into the yard where you want it. It gets thrown a couple feet over to on the driveway, and you got to go over that part again. And if you're using a shovel, it's gonna hurt the back a little bit. Turner, I just got this report, 11 inches of wet snow. But the report says great for snowballs and for snowmen. This snow is going to produce a lot of those just in time for the holidays. You know, it's kind of festive, so that's nice. All right, we do still have quite a bit of snow out there. A little snow hole and dry slot right over Portland up to Sebago Lake. Things are pretty good right now in this area. But south into the beaches of York County all the way up through the New Hampshire border towns, a really decent band. I mean, it's coming down. Thankfully, our temps are a couple of degrees above freezing, so it's inefficiently accumulating. It's just slushy. But you get up to Naples and Lewiston and Turner and Livermore and Bethel, 32 or even 31. This area got slammed. Double-digit snowfall amounts. It was wet snow clinging to limbs. Ton of power outages up here through the Oxford Hills back to Freiburg. There's about 30,000 here, and CMP is reporting 45,000 overall. There are also some in northern York County, in the hills of York County too, which is a second bullseye area. Mid-coast, 35 New Harbor, Wiscasset 34, just spitting a little bit. You get up to Augusta, it's a steadier snow, pretty heavy as I mentioned in Androscoggin County, and we're getting about 5 inches so far in Augusta with a couple of more to go. Down east, little rain immediate coast. I think the rain snow line will crash off it when the low swirls by this afternoon through the Gulf of Maine and winds really come in out of the north and draw down slightly colder air. Bangor wet snow, Old Town wet snow, efficiently accumulating though for Dover, Foxcroft, Millinocket's 32, Greenville 29. I'll tell you, the Western Maine mountains and the ski resorts, I got a report out of Sugarloaf, about 15 inches, and it's snowing at 1 inch per hour right now. So ski resorts are making out. Steady snow continuing, a few strong gusts too. That complicates the restoration of power, but I think the wind settles this afternoon, so hopefully it's not a lengthy outage for the folks in Oxford County. Pasty, greasy, and wet on roads. Be super careful. Walking around too, it's real slippery. Really, really slippery with this greasy snow. Midday, snow bands begin to move north and east. Much better in the afternoon for southern half of the state. Northern half, you still have some light snow in Bangor. That tapers off this evening. But the snow will be ongoing overnight for northern Maine and through most of tomorrow, too. It'll be on the light side, and we're still looking at marginal temperatures up here, so it's not going to be awful. But still, almost all day tomorrow, there'll be flakes in the air, while the rest of us see a mix of sunshine and clouds and a few stray flurries. Additional snowfall, 6+ Central Highlands, including Katahdin, 6+ Western Maine mountains, including the ski resorts, and then it's like 1 to 3 down to the coastline with a coating to an inch there. And this is all, again, going to be slushy accumulation. So we're almost done with the accumulation. Behind the storm, a nice quiet stretch with high pressure, a lot of sunshine first 3 or 4 days of the week. I see another potent storm, though, for the end of next week. Could cause more problems, rain, snow, and power outages with big wind. We'll get you more details as we get closer. Gale warnings, seas 9 to 13, north winds, very gusty. Snow this morning, tapering this afternoon. Tomorrow we get a little sunshine back. There will also be snow showers up north. Bright and brisk on Monday, lots of sun Tuesday, Wednesday, and into Thursday with another strong storm expected Friday, Saturday, a very similar time frame. Sadly, it doesn't look that cold to me, that storm. It looks like another warm one where we're at least seeing some rain, if not a lot of it. I'm more concerned about the wind right now. There could be more power outages heading into Christmas weekend. Not good.
Not great timing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll just take it one day at
We'll
a
take it
time.
one day at a
and
time,
see
and
what
hopefully things
happens.
adjust and change.
Exactly.
Gets a little better.
All right. Thank you, Todd.
Yep.